I need to see if JPC, he is, okay.
For the Scenic pattern, stay above 3,500
Alright,
and
I got
maintain
this here.
at or below 130 knots.
Correct.
Okay, I need to get a little something out of the way here.
And I guess stay south of the Rainbow Bridge also. Fly around Goat Island, and as you come around the eastern side of Goat Island, you want to just stay and continue south until you hit Queens Elizabeth Way, and then follow that north.
Oh, the QE.
Yes, QEW. And it looks like we got Cleveland or Burt ground.
All right.
Power on.
So
Whoever wants to start can start.
I will start. Just give me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. I'm sorry.
okay, and I am just taking care of a quick thing here.
Streams. It looks like we have Mike streaming and Brant streaming. So
yeah, baby. Okay. Well, all right. I'm trying to cheer on Mike's Discord or Mike's Twitch, and I don't know how to do it. I'm such a rookie at all this stuff, guys. How do I cheer? How do I cheer? I don't even know how to cheer. How sad is that? All right, we'll figure that out later on here. Let's get started. I'm ready to fly. I am ready to fly. So let's go through the startup procedure here. I did grab the ATIS while we were over, or while we were listening to the briefing. It's information Foxtrot. It's 050 at 4. Really a nice day. 299 We're gonna go ahead. It's our first flight here.
Guys, be careful with that.
Just get a little bit of fuel pump pressure in there. Turn that off. Oops. See if we can get this baby started. Ooh, gosh, dang, that does not sound good at all. Wow, what the heck?
Steve, I think he wants you to contact the tower, actually.
Wowza, that didn't. I'm gonna check the maintenance report on there.
Ground's not supposed to issue that. Tower is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so we do have, as you heard the guys talking. Well, actually, let me get my generator going. And avionics are already on. Beacon, we'll put the beacon on. And let's see here. Ground was 121.9er.
What's the tower frequency? I got 124.3. Is that right?
124.3.
143.
Yeah, we'll try him again.
Can you take running 24 right at Foxtrot?
And 2430. Yep.
5,280 feet remaining.
Confirm. I can take 24 right at Foxtrot, Cardinal 410 Hotel Alpha.
Cardinal 410 Hotel Alpha, runway 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
295.
24 right at Foxtrot via Golf Foxtrot, Cardinal 410 Hotel Alpha.
Burke, ground, good evening. Mooney 1203 X-ray. Information Foxtrot. Ready to copy via Fox departure to the northeast and north-right following. November 1203 X-ray lakefront ground. Can you take runway 24 right at Foxtrot?
We may use a little autopilot if we want to do some gawking around here.
Ground November 9760 Whiskey, ready to taxi via far departure to the northeast. No flight following. November 103 X-ray, roger, running 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
I think we're ready.
Taxi via Golf Foxtrot, Mooney 03 X-ray. November 124 Mike Charlie, contact Lakefront Tower 124.3.
Bigfoot ground back November 79 Juliet Whiskey.
November 79 Juliet Whiskey, Lakefront Ground. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening. I'm Golf at Charlie with Information Golf. VFR departure to the northeast along the lakefront. 9 Juliet Whiskey.
November 79 Juliet Whiskey, can you accept runway 24 right at Foxtrot?
Yes, I can accept 24 right at Foxtrot. 9 Juliet Whiskey.
November 79 Juliet Whiskey, runway 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
24 right via Golf Foxtrot. 79 Juliet Whiskey.
Ground, November 251 Papa.
Isn't it great to hear so much VFR traffic? It's awesome. I love it. I love it.
Question VFR, departure northeast, no flight following.
Number 251 Papa, did you get clearance already?
Requesting clearance. Hold on. Copy, requesting clearance of VFR for northeast departure for no flight following.
Roger, November 251 Papa.
Rob, you did just fine, man. And if it makes you feel any better, I missed the Class Bravo thing when I was doing my own little briefing, so don't even worry about it. Yeah, this is a vertical sim alpha version. He's got some things missing, but it's pretty doggone good so far. You know, he's got some things I know he's gonna add to it, but it's a good start.
60 Whiskey, looking to taxi departure to the northeast. VFR, no flight following. Last aircraft calling, call sign only, please. November 9760 Whiskey.
But I'm looking forward to this, Rob.
And
November 9760 Whiskey, Lakefront Ground.
you too, man. That's
Runway 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot. 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf.
I'm hoping I got mine out of the way already.
Lakefront Ground, Skyhawk 7, Lima X-ray.
I've been flying on VATSIM with this airplane this afternoon, so no telling.
Skyhawk 7, Lima X-ray, Lakefront Ground, go ahead.
Information Golf for VFR departure to the east.
Foxtrot now.
And I can accept Foxtrot departure on 24 right.
Roger, Skyhawk 7, Lima X-ray, runway 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf and Foxtrot, 7 Lima X-ray.
Ground hello, Skyhawk, November 11816 with Foxtrot VFR northeast departure. We can also take the intersection.
Number 11816 Lakefront Ground, runway 28 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
Golf Foxtrot, Skyhawk 816. Here we go.
Lakefront Ground, Skyhawk Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, requesting VFR departure to
Yep.
negative flight following.
I guess I should have told him that, but I'm kind of figuring that at this point in time, he knows that none of us are taking the flight following. Oh man, that guy rolled through. Okay, so we need Foxtrot departure here, which helps us a little bit. Flaps to 1 and let's see, trim. Trim looks pretty good.
6298 Papa, Lakefront Ground.
What else am I missing here, guys? Taxi lights. Oh, I didn't turn the taxi lights on.
Sorry, Squawk 7431.
Give us a chance here. We're coming up on Fox. Give us a chance to do a little run up. Make sure everything looks good. And Altimeter set. Transponder is needs to go to.
November
That's us.
251 Papa.
Oh,
Contact the Lakefront Tower 124.3.
thought he was about to tell me we need to be on mode C while we're taxiing. Here's Delta. So again, I am feeling a trip up the shoreline tonight. You guys, I hope that's okay with you.
Negative flight following. We can accept the intersection.
Or 13 Bravo, Lakefront Ground, runway 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
Lakefront ground, Odyssey 79 Juliet Whiskey with you again.
All right.
Burke ground, 38 Romeo, VFR departure to northeast.
Echo.
Negative flight following.
Okay, next one is Foxtrot. Kind of feel bad a little bit for the ATC. I know they would prefer a little flight following, but tonight's just not one of those nights.
Taxi for VFR departure to the northeast along the lake, and I can take an intersection departure. 9 Juliet Whiskey.
Can you hear me on Batsim?
You say you can't take it or you can't take it?
Yep, I can hear you.
Affirm, I can take intersection departure at Foxtrot.
Roger, North 79 Juliet Whiskey, runway 24 right at Foxtrot, taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
Taxi via Golf Foxtrot to 24 right.
All right, let's get turned around into the wind here.
13 Bravo. Can you take runway 24 right at Foxtrot?
Shouldn't be having any issues. Everyone else seems to be doing all right.
Burke ground, November 38 Romeo, requesting VFR departure to northeast.
November 38 Romeo, Roger.
Didn't even think about it.
Maintain VFR at or below 5,000.
Didn't change it this morning.
Call me for taxi.
Yeah, I'll just try another server real quick.
Burke ground, November 38 Romeo is ready to taxi.
November 38
Boy, my fuel.
Romeo, Roger, runway 24
Oh,
right
my
at
fuel, you
Foxtrot,
guys. I
taxi via Golf Foxtrot.
forgot to check the fuel. I may have to make a stop
Taxi via Golf.
part way here. I'm not going to get very far. All right, everything else is looking good.
Whiskey Papa with information Golf
Okay.
requesting VFR departure to the northeast, negative flight.
So yeah, that's kind of a dumb mistake here. I tell you what,
Runway 24 right at Foxtrot,
field
taxi via
truck.
Golf Foxtrot.
24 right at Foxtrot.
Field
taxi
truck's
via
coming
Golf
out.
Foxtrot,
They're
114
meeting us
Whiskey
out here on the taxiway. Really nice of them. They give you some really good service here at Burke Lakefront. Nobody saw that. I'll edit that out. It's fine. We'll be fine.
Lakefront ground, Skyhawk 7 Lima X-ray holding short at Foxtrot, runway 24 right.
So I did switch over to GPS just in case we want to
November 7
tune
Lima
in
X-ray, contact
a VOR
Lakefront Tower,
to help
124.3.
our navigation. You saw how well that worked in
124.3
Virginia,
for
but
7 Lima X-ray.
we'll still have it. Oh, one thing I did forget I need to do right now. Let's stop. I got to sync my compasses about 335. That's gonna be pretty doggone close.
Power, but
And
he was
our
somebody else, and I was holding short.
be a right-hand pattern here. I'm on the departure, and we'll be just I'm just gonna say generally northeast.
November 11816, monitor Lakefront Tower 124.3.
2430 November 11816.
Charlie Golf Lima.
Monitor tower. All right. We'll pull up here next to our Cessna buddy. I almost feel like giving this guy flight following just to give him something to. Nah.
Sorry, Skyhawk 7 Lima X-ray, runway 24 right, line up await. Cessna's reporting.
Line up up and wait, runway 24 right, 7 Lima X-ray.
Hope you guys have had a great Saturday.
51 Papa Lakefront Tower.
It's been a good one here. A typical busy 3-year-old driven Saturday morning, followed by a nice nap and a little bit of quiet. And I think he's running around, running his parents ragged now. But yeah, wife's at the movies, and I am doing what I love.
Mooney 120 X-ray.
So one of the things that I know Vertical Sim does not have set up right now are the hold short lines. Again, if you didn't hear me talk about this earlier, this is actually an alpha version of Burke Lakefront. And so it's got a lot of good stuff, but some things that are still needing to be taken care of. Right downwind departure will be us.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24 right. Clear of the Bravo airspace right, downwind departure, 7 Lima X-ray.
Okay, let's just double check any last things here. Doors and windows closed, mixtures full rich. Fuel selector confirmed both. We did our run-up check already. Radio set, nav GPS set, autopilot's off. Flaps are set, transponder, we're squawking Chuck. Squawking ALT. Do have, I'll go ahead, put the nav strobes and landing lights on. I think we're next. Gotta be next. I don't need any pitot heat right now, so we'll just kind of leave it as is. And we're looking for a rotation of 55. Try to climb at about 75. Tower Skyhawk 8 11816. We're holding short. Ready for departure.
Skyhawk 11816. Lakefront Tower, runway 24 right, line up and wait. Traffic's on the upwind there.
24 right, line up and wait. Skyhawk 816. I know I was supposed to just monitor him, but I figured he was should have had me lined up already, but that's okay. All right, so we have to keep it below 3,000 on the departure, and we are going to use. Let me get out here a little bit, and I'll tell you what we're going to use as our reference point here. Yeah, no center lines on this runway. That's just, again, things that Vertical Sim will add. It's kind of cool though to have an airport that's kind of alpha released like this. We're going to tune in the, let's see. We're going to tune in the clear for takeoff, Skyhawk 816. All right, we're going to tune in the right downwind departure, Skyhawk 816.
Sorry.
All right. We're going to change this to 11112.7, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. But we'll get the ball rolling. Guys behind us ready to go. 55 on the rotation, 75 on the climb.
Kind of in front of you, approximately 3 miles. Just be advised, he's violating the Bravo airspace, so just let him know if he's...
Oh, there's some center lines. I guess I shouldn't have been so hasty.
Looking for traffic, Skyhawk 7 Lima X-ray.
There's rotation. And there we go.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, holding short runway 24 right at Foxtrot.
Skyhawk, Charlie Golf, Lima Whiskey X-ray, Lakefront Tower, runway 24 right, line up and wait, traffic departing.
Runway 24 right, line up and wait, traffic departing. Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray.
Generally holding a runway heading, I think, and almost to 75. Pull the flaps in. There's 75. start to make that right-hand turn. Get ourselves
Chris, what
heading
sim are you in?
north up the coast.
Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom for 7 Lima X-ray. Thank you, Tower.
Just be careful. You guys might cross over Cuyahoga County, so just make sure you get a transition for that.
Affirmative.
So we're going to go up here again to about 1500 initially.
Yeah, see, Ortho.
And
Charlie calls for Lima Whiskey X-ray. Runway 24 right. Right down when departure approved. Clear for takeoff. Skyhawk.
and I'm gonna
Runway 24 right, clear for takeoff.
let's see.
Down when departure. Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray.
All right, if I spin this guy around 320. Let's get trimmed out here, and hopefully we'll pick up that VOR here pretty soon. But when we get to 320, we should be well clear of not only the Dylan Hopkins Bravo.
No, I was under the 5,000.
And
I had my altimeter set correctly, but he had me at 5,100, and I was showing 4,900.
and then there's a little Cuyahoga County that we'll also pay attention to. So anyway,
That's the difference.
Skyhawk 18. Sorry, Skyhawk 11.
Sim altimeter was
Remain clear
different
to Queen
enough
Class
that
airspace. Squawk and maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
we'll remain clear of the Bravo and over to Unicom, Squawk and VFR. Thanks for the ATC, Skyhawk 816. All right.
Over 7 Niner Juliet Whiskey, Cleveland Center. Sorry, Lakefront Tower. Lakefront Tower, Odyssey.
There we go. All right. So anyway, this is not picking up for some reason. So let's just put it on. Let's put 1270 down on nav 2 just in case. I mean, we've had a little bit of weird stuff happening with our nav radios. Yeah, looky there. Nav 2 working, nav 1 not. I wonder if it has something to do with the default Garmin here in X-Plane. That's a couple times now that they've had trouble here recently. Maybe there's something going on with the new beta. I'm not sure, but anyway, the plan is going to stay the same. We're going to dial up 320, and when we cross that radial, we'll be able to climb to 5,500. And I already went a little higher than I intended. I was wanting to keep it at 1,500 since we are eastbound, but what can I say? This baby likes to climb. Pull back on the throttle a little bit. Planning on about 120 for our cruise speed today. That's generally a pretty typical cruise speed for this particular aircraft. Nav 1 source is GPS. Yeah, so, oh gosh. So that's backwards. That was dumb. There you go. All right, my friend Don Shop, I think he actually diagnosed that problem in another airplane. It might have been this very airplane. I don't know. Well, we got it set in 1 and 2. It's as always, it's operator error when it comes to me. But take a look, man. That's pretty nice little shoreline, really. Oops, don't need to descend quite so rapidly. Don, do you pronounce the E? I know you're over there in the Netherlands, if I remember right. Is it Chape? Is it Shap? Shop? I want to pronounce your name right, man. Definitely one of my favorite guys to have along. You've been so helpful over the course of my streaming career. All right, we at as soon as we get past here and we can climb to 5,500, I'm going to actually turn the autopilot on because I have to go over to Jet Pilot Cinnamon and I have to pay off a bet that I lost. So let's get out of here. Let's get clear of the Cuyahoga. Let's get clear of the Dillon Hopkins, and then we'll be in business. Here's what I'm looking at, by the way, guys. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it off screen. So I've tuned in Shadron, and I put in 320, which basically shoots me out here to like the Willoughby Lost Nation airfield. But that's going to get me clear of here's Cuyahoga. This is the Burke Lakefront, and then of course we have all this. Oh, wait a second. I don't want to go up quite yet. I want to go 330 or maybe even later. If I go up to 5,500 here, I will be in. I'll bust that Bravo. So I need to go, let's see, let's go 335 just to be safe. I'm glad I double checked that. 335. So we got a ways to go. So I tell you what I'm going to do is this. Adjust both of those. Let's set the let's arm it up here at 1,500. I don't mind our heading right now. I think that's just fine, roughly. I want to go take care of my debt and go up to 1,500. I'm going to arm the altitude, climb at about 200 feet a minute. We just have a little bit to go, and let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Here's JPC, by the way. If you don't follow JPC, great guy. He's the man. He's the guy that put this club together. But here's where I'm going to try to figure it out. I have 500 bits. I want to do a cheer.
Never hurts to practice, man. I'm just saying.
Cheer.
Overstress yourself.
Cheer motes. I want to cheer 500. How do I do a 500 bit cheer? I don't want 1,000. I don't want 100. And then I'm going to put something snarky here.
Oh, you're not alone in that. I am just as much as you are, Nick. Hey, Mr. Leroy with 500 bits, courtesy of the bet that me and him made. You guys recall my last video
Out here in real life.
flying to Pierre, South Dakota.
I mean, I have never flown in Rio as a pilot, but I've never flown here now.
Smoother landing rate, the lower landing rate, would have to give the other person 500 bits. I won.
I've worked on the roof at Burke Lake Airfront.
Brant, aka Mr. Melvin Leroy, man of his word, has dropped off those 500 biddies, and I appreciate it. Brant, thanks so much, man. We all know that eventually that 500 bits is going to end up right back into your account anyway.
We do have a little bit of a back and forth type of deal going on. He challenged me. Yeah. He's kind of been like a little CSI, and anyway, he challenged me with a couple different things because I'm pretty new still.
I'm only going 80.
But one of the things he challenged me with was to get a landing under 100, and so anyway, that was my first one. Yes, I didn't. Mom got a couple tombstones. That's what. Do that. I'm gonna. So anyway, that was like the start of it, and then it became then it became kind of a back and forth thing. Then now it's become like a landing rate competition. And here we go. So we're just about to hit that radial, which means that we are going to be plenty clear of the Bravo. And I'm going to go ahead. I want to get a little closer to the shoreline here. That's the whole point. I want to give the people what they want, man. They want to see what's going on here on the shores of Lake Erie. In fact, I want to go even a little bit further over that direction. But in the meantime, now that we're through with that, we can go ahead and pop this up to 55. We'll go ahead and climb here at just leisurely 500 feet per minute. I think that should be good. We'll arm the altitude, and we'll just start to climb. Climb. We'll get up. As soon as we get up above 3,000, we'll lean it out a little bit here. And we'll just enjoy our trip up the shores of Lake Erie. By the way, I'm going to come back to this neck of the woods later on, and I'm going to give you guys in this stream kind of the sneak peek as to why. Have a look at this. Look at this stuff. How much fun would that be to have some custom scenery around? What do we have? 6 different little airports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little airports. You could have like a hub here at the Erie, Ottawa airport. You could even toss in something. You got to have something like, if you have objectionable as your name, you got to have that helipad, right? But I mean, this could be a fun little area. Maybe Leamington up here. You know, just a little north and south kind of deal. I'm going to work on that a little bit. That's going to become a scenery package for Melvin Leroy. And you heard it here first. Stream within a stream. Yep, indeed. It'll happen from time to time. The other guy was wanting to, let's take a peek here at our friend Slant Alpha. Actually, let's wait and make sure. Okay, so they're doing PosCon. This is where I was. So he's finding some of the sceneries that we have constructed, and what a cool spot. Down when Sim and I worked on these strips, and yeah, Root is a great spot. Challenging departure. Not a lot of room, as you can see. But man, with the PosCon, wow, it's just like up to the minute.
See, we can do a little better this time. Flaps. Trim.
All right, let's watch our buddy Slant Alpha get going here.
And we're off.
Tail up. And got to be patient. Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
There's a point where it just wants to pitch over forward, and I'm just not used to that. Rear traffic, Scott 5 from Port Delta, clear 10 right crosswind.
All right, well, that's what's going on there with Jet Pilot Cinnamon and Slant Alpha Adventures. Two of my favorite streamers, two of my favorite guys that are here on VATSIM and X-Plane, Flight Sim in general, because I think Downwind Sim, Downwind Sim, well, Downwind Sim's another guy that I enjoy, but Slant Alpha hops over to FSX every once in a while. But very knowledgeable guys. JPC, a real world pilot, flies the Embraer 145, I believe. This plane, does this plane have? It's got to have. Not that we really need it, but just out of curiosity. Sure enough. Oh man, that's nice right there. Holy cow. That's really, you can't hear nothing, man. I mean nothing. I want to hear just a little bit of engine. I kind of like that. So if somebody goes below 3200 at the Erie class Delta, how do you contact that tower? Let me look. That's a good question, Don. So wait, let me find Erie. Well, actually, so in this case, he's talking about this guy right here. This is kind of where we're headed, actually. So if he's saying if you drop below 3200, how do you contact? So since VATSIM is a top-down organization, if there is no, and there is no, yep, there's no tower per se at Erie, so you would actually contact the center controller there, and he would be the one to give you permission. There's our altitude warning. It looks like, yep, we're just about there, 1,000 to go. So yeah, that's how you would work that. Boy, that's a good looking strip of guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm counting at least 13 with maybe 15 departures. So I would say that's our unofficial official count. So center is that frequency. That's Cleveland Center. And oh, holy cow! Did they just go offline? They may have just went offline, Don. It was 134.9er. You could try that 3490, but I think they went offline. The good news, though, is that Toronto Center came online. So even though it doesn't really apply to us, but we will have some ATC up that direction. So that's kind of a bummer. Sorry, Cleveland Center. I hope they weren't planning on a bunch of flight following tonight and just decided the heck with it if that's what's happening. Cleveland, Dylan Hopkins, though, not very busy. Only one departure. Detroit, not much going on. Kind of a quiet night here on a Saturday night. I do know PBI has some stuff going on. Where is the... They may be done, actually. Nope, Palm Beach. Yep, that's the place to be right now. They've got 44 arrivals coming in. So that's going to be a nice area to fly in if you are looking for a spot. And then it looks like Boston staffed up a bunch of smaller airfields. Bradley and what is that? Providence, Nantucket, and of course Boston. Little tiny old Boston. So I should say that this is the place to be, right? Anybody who's anybody right now is flying Niagara Falls with the Virtual USA Flying Club. So, not registered in VATSIM. Yeah, so you need to get yourself registered, Don, because the very next thing that you want to do after you register with VATSIM is you want to sign up for the Virtual USA Flying Club. we need to get you in on this deal here. Those of you that maybe don't know about the Virtual USA Flying Club, let me share a link with you. This is a Discord link, and would love to have you. If you enjoy GA flying, love to have you along. I'm a potato for this. But yeah, man, it's good fun. As you well know, you see me do it quite often, and we still, even though people are thankfully getting back to work, we still manage to put together, 3 flights, 3 club events or so, maybe even more per month. A lot of times we'll have 3 that we organize ourselves, and then a couple, 2 others that we just participate in, just because they look enjoyable. Let me pull back the power a little bit. I'm going to lean out slightly since we're at 5,500. Let's see if we can't lean this guy. Get just a little bit more performance here. Yep. Well, I'm a guy that can teach you the wrong way to do it, if nothing else, Don. So, but yeah, I hope, if nothing else, I hope everybody who watches my streams understands that it is not a big, scary VATSIM world. That people are, by and large, are all in it for the same reason, which is just the love of aviation and the willingness to learn, and I think super generous community, obviously, as well. So a lot of fun, and you have to start somewhere. At some point in time, you have to dip your toe in the pool, or if you're like me, just jump in head first. But this is a great place to start. This club here, a lot of resources, a lot of people that can help you out. A great Discord community, really good Discord community. All right, well let's get a feel for where we're at now, guys. So we're just kind of making our way up the coast here roughly. I'm not going to totally plot it out to the T here, but this is the general route that we're following. So we know we're in this area somewhere, but what we could do here if we wanted is, let's do this. Let's tune in the Fairview. This is the Erie. Sorry, the Erie. Yeah, 109.4 VOR. And let's see where we are compared to that, just to get a sense of scope here. 109.4. Okay, pop that over. And I do have a DME here. So it looks like we're about 30 miles. Wait a second, that might be counting away from, I need to put my frequency in here, 1094. There we go. 22 miles and closing. All right, so we're getting there, guys. That's going to give me, this is a perfect time for me to take just a slight pit stop and kind of get ready to go past Erie. And we're going to be getting serious here in just a little bit. So hang tight. I'll be right back.
fixins. Putting along in the Cardinal. Man, thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for coming in today, man. Always nice to see you in the stream.
He's got some pretty chill music going on here. I hope he doesn't get me muted. Look at that Kodiak, man. That's a beautiful plane. That's what it should have looked like for us as we were flying in Virginia. Dadgummit. Oh well.
Kodiak's definitely got a little bit more speed than your Cardinal, but not by a whole lot, actually. I think there's a Mooney that's like coming right up our butt. There he is. That might actually pass us on the way over to the river there.
Yeah, so he's going to be doing, he's going to be doing 180, 170 probably. As we're just, again, plugging along here. I could add a little bit of throttle, I guess. I was hoping for about 120. So we can estimate a little bit. Let's see. So we did tune in. What did we just tune in? Erie. Boom, right there. So our next leg is 78 miles, roughly. And that's kind of where we're starting to see the shoreline take a curl to the north. And then again, like Rob was talking about, we're going to head up the river here. This would probably get a little bit better. Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, up the river, and then this river, we want to take the fork to the left and over here to what was that, Grand Island? Anyway, and then that's kind of where we're going to just chill out. Then we'll hop into this little pattern here as described. We will have to brief that again because I've already forgotten about 90% of it, but that's kind of what we have. So, yeah, about 78 nautical miles should take us about 30 minutes or so, maybe a little more. I guess I don't know what the winds are doing to me here. That's the other thing. Not a whole heck of a lot. 127 at 1. What a gorgeous day to fly. Wow.
Here, international traffic. Bag 79 Juliet Whiskey's passing 2 miles to the west, 7,500. Here, international traffic.
That's right there is the only weird thing about this plane is when you go from an outside view to an inside view, it has that rush of wind sound, and I don't know, I haven't researched why that's happening. I'm sure there's a solution, but I don't know what it is.
My body count for the events always goes to people on the network. I count 16 on the VAT Spies.
Sweet.
It's not bad considering there's some kind of event going on down in Miami. Or Palm Beach, I guess.
Well, there's a few guys flying with Rob down there in Virginia too, so that's not bad at all.
Oh yeah, over in PosCon land. It's good. The event numbers are starting to pick back up again. There was a little bit of a lull for a few events there, but
Yeah, I blame the Wyoming event for killing everybody's love of flight.
no.
That was the one I hosted, by the way.
Sometimes it's just about the timing.
No, I know, just joking. I noticed nobody else stepped up and said, no, no, no.
Originally put this on, I didn't do it Monday because Rob had a stream on Monday, and I did it today because I didn't see Brant didn't have nothing, and at the time Rob didn't have nothing.
Yeah, I always try to like nudge Slant Alpha and be like, hey, I know you're streaming on this day. I got a pretty big event. You want to change it up? And a lot of times he will actually change it up.
But you're
He
right.
actually switched his schedule around for Bayport.
That is one of the challenges, though, is that there are just more and more events that are out there that are appealing to GA traffic. So that's kind of cool because I think that's a little bit of this club's influence.
Yep.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, I hear people talking about it.
Okay, so we're 7 miles from
The more
Erie.
we buzz around underneath Class Bravos into the smaller fields around the F&Os, the more likely they are to start staffing those Class Deltas in the smaller fields around those F&Os. And we have had that influence
Yeah, man.
a few times.
I feel kind of bad for Cleveland Center. I hope they weren't staffing up thinking we were going to give them a bunch of flight following because there's like literally nothing else going on in Cleveland land. There's like one arrival into Hopkins.
I know Center went off.
Yeah, the guy that was doing approach said I was his only traffic for a while.
He should have, yeah, if he would have gotten to us, I would have just, should have, I guess. Too late now.
I'm not comfortable leaving an airport with 15 or 20 other airplanes around me without talking to somebody.
Oh, in real life, I would 100% get flight following. I wouldn't even think twice.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
it's
I
too easy.
never actually did officially email Cleveland Artec about this event. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely forgot to do that.
I didn't think there was gonna be this many people. I only saw like 8 or 9.
Well, the reason why I also didn't do it is because I knew you were planning on us to be under the Bravo and kind of not doing a whole lot of airspace. So if we had tower at Burke, then great. If we didn't, then it wasn't gonna make too much of a difference for the event as a whole. We should have, I imagine, good staffing for the Bayport event because otherwise I'm gonna be pissed off at some of my guys at New York Architect. But I think we'll have, I'm pretty confident we're going to have a Catskill approach and then all the towers going down covering the Skyline route for when we do Bayport, so that should be good. I know Downwind Sim said should be done pretty soon with the Orange County scenery, and then we'll have sceneries for both fields.
Nice.
Downwind Sim, that'll be awesome.
Nice. I can dial the DME frequency individually. Then the stock Cessna. Yeah, I guess I don't know what you're asking there, Don, but yeah, it's the key is to not have this flip to GPS, as my friend Don Shop told me. Okay, so we're past now 8 miles, and again, we're not worried about necessarily the alignment here. We're just counting distance, so we have a sense. We were thinking that this is going to be about an 80 mile, 78 mile leg up here to, the bend basically. So we'll see how far that VOR lets us track it to. It may only have a little bit of a limited range. But I do know, well, no, I take that back. I thought there was something more up here. Oh, maybe I was thinking, no, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, it was this guy, Buffalo Lancaster. So we could put Buffalo Lancaster in here if we wanted to. 20, let's see, Sorry, that's the name of the airport, Buffalo, 116.4. We could put that in there. And I think I can do this. I think what I can do is put in 1640 into nav 2. Let's do that. And then if I turn this over to the RMT, yeah, it'll count down there. So we can bounce back and forth. This shows us how far we are from Buffalo, and this shows us how far we've gone from Erie. So either way, it's gonna be it'll just help us have some situational awareness, I guess. That's kind of what I like. All right, let's go back and listen to some chitter chatter from. Uh-oh, what happened? Slant Alpha has stepped away for a moment, possibly. Not sure what's going on. Slant Alpha's new setup looks pretty doggone slick, though. Look at this. Look at that setup. It's pretty stinking nice, man. All right. Do some more chit-chatting. We could tune in. I guess if we wanted to, we could tune in Toronto Center and just monitor that. That's kind of fun to do, I think, sometimes. Just to have some ATC going. 2577. Plus, it's good for me to make sure I remember how to do that. I don't think I need to have the marker turned on, do I? Probably not. Maybe nobody's talking to Toronto Center. I would doubt that. 25. Oh, wait. 25775. Yep, that's us. How about Toronto approach? 3280. We may be too far away to pick up this guy. Oh, there we go. Well, that's the neighborhood that we're going to, so it's maybe not a bad thing to have that guy kind of in the background just in case. St. Catharines is a little south and east of that, but right now it looks like Pearson has 13 arrivals. Excuse me, 13 departures and 11 arrivals. So there is a fair amount of traffic up there. We'll stay down here south of everything. And yeah, how about that lineup? Not too bad. And sure enough, Vlad's gonna surpass 124 Mike Charlie in his Mooney. Unless he's slowing down. They're getting right up there to where they're ready to get busy. Well, I don't know what happened to Slant Alpha. Hopefully he didn't also get the crashed desktop deal. Who do we have on our tail? Another Skyhawk. We're probably going to be about the same speed-wise. Anybody behind us? Get anything too quick? Cardinals. There's one filthy. Our buddy Rob. He's flying the V-Flight Air, man. I know him. He cyberbullied me into buying that thing. I'm glad he did. A C77R. What's a 77R, chat? Cessna 777, C77. I'm going to have to look it up. 177, so that's another Cardinal. Just a different variation of the Cardinal. And we might as well look at it. C77R. Yeah, look at that beauty. Have the retractable. Oh, that's what the R is. Retractable, I bet. Boy, little spindly gear, man. I mean, it's just like, how do you put an airplane on little toothpicks like that? But I guess they're plenty strong. That's what I picture every landing ended up like.
Push 539, contact the tower, 118.135, see ya. 1835, WestJet 579, see ya.
There's some big heavies. All right, 22 miles. Again, we were thinking about 80 miles, and we'll start to see that shoreline really turning to the north. I don't know why. I guess I figured that the Lake Erie shoreline would be a little bit more populous. I mean, as I'm seeing, although I guess we're kind of in that area with not a whole heck of a lot. Once we get up here past Dunkirk, then it starts to get a few more cities.
Anybody see the nuclear power plants? Yeah.
Saw the ortho image of it. They didn't give me any actual towers.
Oh yeah, where were those?
Where was that?
I know on P3D they showed up good when I had that. The nuclear power plant, Perry nuclear power plant, should be 2 stacks.
Yes, but where?
Kind of by Fairport Harbor, right on the lake.
Fairport Harbor. All right, we're looking for it.
Past Fairport Harbor.
I'm about to join the Welling River.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. Where would that be? Fairport Harbor.
You passed Fairport Harbor up. You passed it up. Go backwards, Grant.
Okay.
Go back.
Well, Mike, it's the Niagara River that exits Lake Erie, and then the Welling River that when you make the left.
Okay, so I'm just at.
All right, so here's where we started.
But I'll be making
Fairport Harbor. Oh, so yeah, we would have been paying attention.
No, it's more.
Yeah. We would have been paying attention a little bit earlier. We would have probably saw it. Doggone it. Well, shoot. That's what happens. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. It's kind of what happened to me in Virginia. That's how I ended up getting lost right away. I missed the nuke. I did. Yeah, the Red Bull setup. I wonder what's going on with Slanty. Maybe he just was kind of wrapping things up. I don't know. It's hard to know because you can't go and look because they're on PosCon. So maybe he's just taking a little time out.
Of course, at 15-20 minutes, the compass drift is pretty noticeable.
All right. 30 miles. I think we probably ought to start taking a look again at what we need to do when we get closer to where we're going. One last look here. So as we get close, this is the main thing here. We're going to head up the river. Again, we're going to stay at 5,500 until we get out over the Navy Island. Sorry, I was thinking Grand Island. Get out to Navy Island, and then we can go. We can drop down a little bit. Have to stay above 3,500. I do remember that in the briefing. Yeah, there we go. Restriction area up to, but not including 3,500. So I guess I would say you could go down as far as 3,500 if you'd like. So we'll get into Navy Island, and gonna really listen for the guys going in, and it sounds like you want to wait until they make the call at Rainbow Bridge. When they make the call at Rainbow Bridge, you know that they're starting their turn to come back out, and you can start to head back in on a roughly 281 course. Yeah, and then you'll go in, they'll cross over, and I suppose you need to also pay attention to, yeah, to their altitude.
Enjoy the ride.
Beautiful day to fly.
Oh yeah.
So whatever they're at, I think you're going to want to stay. You're going to want to stay clear of them altitude-wise, and then we head up that Queens QEW, whatever that little expressway there is. Sounds like that just takes you all the way up to the airport, essentially, Catherine's. Okay. This flight briefing brought to you by Downwind Sim Binoculars. Again, the highest quality sim
Yeah, it was nice today, dude.
optics
I only went
available anywhere.
once to go to Walmart.
You know why it was nice though? It's because Mike didn't plan it in New York.
Yeah, I know. It's going to probably be miserable weather on the 31st, and it'll probably be miserable weather when I have that event sometime in August, because that's just the way it is.
I could work on getting you a hug or something if you wanted me to, Mike.
I'll be alright.
All right, folks. 36, just about halfway up the lake here. I'm going to turn a little bit.
Hey, I'm going to go down to 4,000. I'm going to use 4,000 as my altitude for my loop around the falls. Just keep that in mind.
Roger, I'm already descending. I'm gonna descend to 3,500.
Ooh, I'm going to get the nice low view. I like it. I'll be 500 feet above.
So that's one of the cool things about the Virtual USA Flying Club is
That's all right. I think we'll be all right.
it's definitely not a USA only club. We have guys from all kinds of different places, all kinds of country.
We'll be all right.
So it's don't let the name fool you. Everybody's welcome. Oh, and we have somebody who just subbed, and I tell you what, you have the first chance maybe to see if the new emote works. Who was it that? Oh, Rob Valkyrie. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that, man. So you'll have to tell me, because I'm so stinking new to all of this, is if you send a message in the chat, you should now have access to the barking dog emote. I was hoping you knew. Okay, I'm looking while you're looking. I'm looking. Let's see here.
All right, I'm on that 281 heading now.
All right, let's go to my channel. Let's. I am muted. All right, attempt to say something in the chat there real quick.
Awesome.
Let's see what it looks like. Maybe it does it. I don't know if it does it automatically or not, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to unlock the barking dog. Ah, crud. Well, right now it has a star, which is at least something. All right, I'll have to ask JPC how we do it, because he's the one that's kind of walking me through it, Rob. I'm a Twitch, as the kids would say, Twitch noob, a Streamlabs newbie, and I'm just learning. All right, I'm about ready here, and I'll probably stay on auto here for a little while, just because I'm gonna want to be gawking outside. There you go. That's a cool looking dog emoji. No, that's not it.
Is that it?
No, that's not it. It's a black barking dog head, like a profile.
I searched in that little box in the, in the little emoji thing, and I didn't see your name anywhere.
Did it get approved yet, Brant? Sometimes it doesn't get approved right away. Sometimes it'll be
Ah,
for a little bit.
okay, that could be it because I just set it up like yesterday, so that might be it.
Yeah, it might not be approved yet. Sometimes it takes a few days, especially for the first one.
Well, live and learn. How much fun would it be to take your whole family out on a ride in the old Skyhawk? I would love it. I would love it. 120 miles an hour. You can cover some ground. A guy can get from here to there. I mean, it's not like you're hopping in your private jet or anything, but um, 120 knots, fairly straight line. Yeah, a guy can get there. Well, been happy with the frames again. I've left this up here, guys. I hope that's not a distraction, but still just not 100% confident in the new beta. And now there's a new beta out, so I've been just trying to keep my eyes on the frame rates. Hopefully we've got things set up. I'd had a streak of about 11 straight flights without any kind of problems before the PosCon crash. So here I was thinking we just about had it figured out, but no, that was not to be.
I see Navy Island.
All right. All right. Yep, looks like JPC is. Yep, he's right over Niagara Falls. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that looks nice.
Pretty cool.
Perfectly real, but it's pretty good for the sim.
Yep. So ortho just has, you can see the bridge there. It just has some elevation things that it's kind of trying to work through. And this will be why we stay on autopilot, because I'd like to get a couple of outside views kind of like that. But yeah, the rendering software, the OSM software, whenever you get to a spot like that that has the big time drop off, it has a hard time calculating that. It kind of tries to smooth it a little bit, or sometimes raise up the low spot, and so it doesn't always render a waterfall quite like like you'd like it to, but like JPC was saying, it still looks pretty doggone good. Hello, rascal. What's up? You what? Oh, I should watch, Papa. Yeah, that's Lake Erie. I may have just I just turned off my autopilot on accident. Sorry, guys. Autopilot heading. Whoops.
Making Unicom calls over the falls?
Yeah, you can. Just like when you get by Rainbow, just let everybody know what altitude you're at, so we're not hitting each other. The guys that are going west from Navy Island.
What kind of plane is that? Do you remember?
22.
Tell the guys it's a Skyhawk. Right now he can identify a few different planes. His favorite one is the 747. Huh, you like the Queen. He likes the big heavies. Alright, bud.
I'm sure we'll have some close calls.
What, buddy?
Niagara area traffic.
I'll be up as soon as I'm done right here. I'll come up and play with you, okay?
Is about 4 miles southwest of the falls at the bottom of the list.
Alright, okay.
Scenic route, turning north and south.
Okay.
I have traffic. Looks like at my.
I'm not quite done just yet. I need a
Far away, I
little
don't
bit more
hear
time.
anybody on Unicom.
St. Catharines is not towered, right? This is class Echo. I don't know how Canada works.
Correct.
Okay, just want to make sure it was still a similar Echo.
Left track.
Sometimes I get confused with the
Go
Canada
tell your
stuff.
dad. I'll be right up.
Helicopter is tracking well.
That was his solution. I don't know if you heard it. He wants me to go play in the sandbox with him, and was not happy that I still have a little bit of flying left to do. So he said, he's like, I need to crash.
There you are.
That's usually when he does the flight. I'll set him on my lap and he'll fly around. He does pretty good for a while, but when he gets tired, he just kind of starts to enter this little spin, and he enjoys watching it go down in flames, basically. That's his solution, though.
Oh, what should I do there? What's the weather over there? Does anybody know? I accidentally just exit out my sky vector.
It is calling 190 at 9, gusting 15.
All right.
All right, so that's gonna be.
False traffic helicopter at 3,500, turning to the north.
So landing 24 would probably be the better preferred runway.
It looks like 4Flight's calling 19 is the best.
That's a short runway. I could do it in Kodiak, but I think I'm gonna do 24. I'm gonna do left down with 24. It's pretty easy.
29.
If you want to go on runways,
Oh man.
24 gives you
it's 19er.
yeah, 24 gives you 6 to 10 knots crosswind. Not bad.
Not bad. 24 it's gonna be.
St. Catharines traffic, Kodiak 124 Mike Charlie is 5 miles to the south. You can enter left downwind for runway 24, St. Catharines traffic.
What? Sim Caesar, what are you doing? Holy cow. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Welcome to Lake Erie. Got the junior first officer here, very concerned about my ETA because we have a big time sandbox appointment waiting for us. So as you can hear, rather loudly I might add. If I can turn that down a little bit. Holy Moses. Alright, there we go. That's better. As you can hear, it's starting to get busy here. We are flying with the Virtual USA Flying Club and doing a little bit of a scenic, touristy, I guess, view of Niagara Falls. So you've come at just the right time. We're just about ready to look for our entry point into the pattern, essentially that goes around Niagara Falls. But yeah, so I apologize if I'm not able to get to the chat as much as I need to, but I got to start to pay attention to what's going on. So Dane Flats is checking in as well. Hello, Cargo Fire. Liam 12 FABC. Oh, thank you, sir. Some kind of a snack here from the junior first officer. Oh man, so good. Thank you. Thank you. Go get me some more. I'm hungry. I haven't had supper yet. Go Go make some more, whatever that was. That was really good. Commando Solo also popping in here. Starflies, hello, my friend. It's great to see everybody. And all of you guys that are punching that white heart, Liam, Commando, thank you so much for the follows. Oh, some more? Oh, good. Oh, man, this looks really good. Oh, boy, that was awesome. Totally awesome. How about one more? Can I have one more? Will you go make me one more? Usually he goes to his little toy grill and he grills hot dogs that come back with like little Lincoln logs. Can you grill me a hot dog, buddy? I'm jonesing for a hot dog. All right, guys. So I've got the information pulled up on the other screen, and with any luck, I'll be able to get in. I see the river over there. Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, now I'm so full. Whew, that was perfect. Thank you. I love you. We are going to leave it on autopilot, at least for a little while, because I want to do the old let's get outside and look around. Ooh, I've lost some altitude here. How did that happen? All right, well, I have to stay above 3,500. That is the big thing. But, oh, I need to also be above 5,500, though, for the class. Otherwise, I'm going to bust the Bravo here. No, the Charlie. Let's get over here a little bit, and I'm going to climb back up to 5,500. I don't want to bust that Charlie at Buffalo. We will when we get into the river, though, or excuse me, get into Navy Island. We will descend a little bit so you guys all have a good view of Niagara Falls. Yep. Starflies, I've got that. That's kind of what I'm looking at over on the other screen here is the special pattern, the special flight rules there. So you'll have to tell me how close I get. The immediate concern here is that Buffalo is right over there, and I'm just about to smash their Charlie. I've got to be. Okay, I think we're okay. I've got to be 4,700 and higher, so we're okay there. So I'll take it up. I'm going to just arm the altitude at 5,500. Whoops. Getting a little slow. Don't need to be too crazy on the climb. So the idea here, again, for those of you joining late, what I'm going to attempt to do is we're going to be hanging a left here, going west at Navy Island. We're going to be listening, though, to calls for the guys in front of us. And when the traffic in front is near the Rainbow Bridge, they're going to make a call out. That alerts us to be able to head west and enter this little holding pattern. So that's kind of what we're looking for. It has to be at or above 3,500. And we've got a lot of space in front of us, so we don't even have to worry about necessarily waiting. It looks like everybody's actually exited the pattern for us right now. Hi, bud. We're going to take the left-hand fork of the river. There is Navy Island. That's where we're going to be entering on a 281-ish, according to the little sectional, 281.
Niagara's traffic Mooney 03 actually is gonna leave the Scenic area and follow the highway to the north to towards the St. Catherine's airfield. St. Catherine's airfield.
And since we don't have anybody in front of us, I am going to take it down to 3,500 just for the, again, the best view. But I'm going to wait until we start the turn on the western side of this this bend in the river, this fork in the river, because that way I know we're clear of the Bravo, nope, the Buffalo Charlie.
St. Catherine's traffic, 231 Papa, 5 miles south of the airport. Expecting a approaching a 24 full stop.
All right. Hey, JPC coming in with the air raid. Thank you, sir. Hopefully you're on the ground safely. Appreciate it. Liam 12 is also a POSCON member. Yeah, cool, man. I tried and failed a POSCON flight earlier today. I don't know if you were here or there, but Dane Flats is flying from Roanoke next time. Oh, yeah. All right, all right.
4 miles southwest of the hill, entering the left downwind for landing traffic inside.
Dane, we've got to get you involved in a couple of these. I think you would get a kick out of it. We'd even let you bring your 727 if you wanted. Okay, 130 is the other restriction, by the way, so let's pull the power back a little bit, and we're going to start the descent. You know, Dane, it's my goal to get you either in one of the Virtual USA Flying Club events, or even better, we'd get you on, we'll get you in one of the Bush League. Well, I shouldn't say even better, but either a Virtual USA Flying Club event or the Bush League Backcountry event. I think you'd get a kick out of that. What is your GA plane of choice, by the way, Dane Flats? Inquiring minds want to know. Loves the piston tail draggers. All right, so kind of like a beaver, like the DHC2 de Havilland Beaver. The Cub, okay, very nice, very nice. A lot of good choices out there, Dane, and yeah.
Second traffic, out of Niagara Julia Whiskey is about to turn left base. Turn left base for runway 24. Second traffic.
Ooh, Stinson the other day. Very nice, very nice. You know, our friend Downwind Sim has made a mod for the Stagger Wing that's pretty doggone, pretty good. Ooh, the V-tail, but Caesar forbids. It's because it's a doctor killer, man, and we're looking out for your safety, Dane. That's a good friend right there. Sim Caesar, well done. Well done.
Behind you there, 251 Papa, Odyssey, Niagara Julia Whiskey.
By the way, Dane, thanks for helping me sort through my stream issues. Hopefully it's semi-smooth right now. I'm a little bit worried that I might be coming in on something more than just regular definition. That nobody really wants Melvin Leroy on HD, but I do appreciate that. So you've got so there's a V-tail. Oh yeah, X-Plane 10 and okay, yeah. I hear you. Although I do like my Caranados. I will admit it. Stream's looking good. Thanks, JPC. Yeah, I just was having a heck of a time, and I think I figured out, with the help of many others who know better than me, but I think I figured out what was going on. I will not bore you with the details here. So we're Navy Island. We could make our turn in here, and we're looking to pick up the... what the heck is that river? I don't remember the name of that river, I guess, but that's where we want to make the turn. So let's do it. Again, I'm gonna stay on the auto just so I can
3 mile final, runway 24, landing
do
traffic
stuff like
inside.
this.
Check captain's traffic.
I have a hard time doing that and also flying. All right, well, we're getting close. Right over there is what we're looking for. Don't expect the Rainbow Bridge to look great. Welland, thank you, the Welland River, which is what I see right here. So that's where I'll start my pattern. And going in, let's see, my speed is good, my altitude is good. And somebody else punched me right in the old white heart. Liam121 ABC, thank you. Welcome to Prop Culture. Great to have you along. It's a 051 inbound. That should take us right toward the Rainbow Bridge. We do have traffic behind us, even though there's no one in front of us, as you can hear. So we will make that call. And I'm going to keep my speed halfway decent, just because I don't know. I think it's mostly Cessnas behind me as well, but there might be that odd V-tail, you never know, coming in. Titanium Druid, how are you, man? Good to see you, sir. All right, there was that Welland. And we're going to go a little further, just so we make sure we give everybody a good look at the falls. Kind of why we picked this plane. So there's one of the falls, right? There's like a certain section of it, and then there's the American Falls, and I don't honestly know. I've never been here. I don't know the area very well, other than I think it looks kind of cool. I'd like to visit at some point, but less than 100 feet, and I get my bits back. Okay. You got it, JPC. No sooner said than done. JPC took some money off me the other day in the landing rate competition. So I learned the hard way. Don't ever get into a landing rate competition with a real world pilot. All right, sorry about that, guys. I think we're pretty close. We're going to turn in here. Turn our 051. Give everybody a look-see. Honeymoon or anniversary? Well, Dane, yeah, that's a good idea. My wife and I celebrated 30 this summer, and we were intending to actually go to New York until the world shut down. But maybe for 31, that'll be where we go. All right, there's Rainbow Bridge, and I think I maybe actually made my turn just a little too fast. Let's hold on. Let's give our buddies a good look here. Yep, 31. Can you believe, Sim Caesar, that I convinced a young lady to stick with me for 31 years? That's crazy. That's just crazy talk. So there you go. You can see the issue I have with Rainbow Bridge. It's just kind of an ortho thing. Ortho can be really, really great, and sometimes just not so great. All right, I got to figure out now. I got to come out of here on a 231, but I'm going to make the call. Falls traffic, Skyhawk 11816. We are over the Rainbow Bridge, making our turn to the southwest. 3,500. Okay, so that should cue the guys behind me that they can start their run up the river. We're going to come out of here on a 231, And then we're looking to pick up the QEW, the Queen's Elizabeth Way. And I think what we're going to do from there is we're going to shoot an approach, a visual approach to runway 24. A little bit of a crosswind, but that's where most everybody is going according to the comms. I'm going to turn off Vancouver approach. So that kid running around, Dane, that's my grandson. That's the junior first officer. Little 3-year-old bundle of energy. And yeah, it's so my two boys are grown, and one's married with the kid, and the other's in Texas right now, apparently trying to get himself exposed to the coronavirus. Okay, so we're out. We come back out here. There's that river. And so I'm just going to, I think from here, I'm going to just start to hand fly. I think that sounds like a plan. Autopilot off. And
St. Catherine's traffic, Mooney 03 X-ray, runway 24 vacated via Bravo.
I think if we just head west, we'll run into, this is a pretty major, like a 2-laner. There it is. All right, so we're on it. This is an uncontrolled airfield, so with any luck, we'll be able to find it. I guess I'm assuming that's the Queen Elizabeth. What is it again? The QEW, the Queen's Elizabeth Way. And then this just pretty much takes you right to the airfield. Anybody know the elevation of this airfield? 319. All right, so we've got some altitude to lose here, my friends. I'm going to keep the QEW here on my left-hand side. Keep my eyes peeled. We said runway 24, right? So correct. Not 24 right, but 24 correct. So I'm going to set the heading bug there just for a reference. We'll probably enter a left-hand pattern. Oh boy, I should actually double check that. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that designates. Oh, take that back. It's a right-hand pattern.
3500 turning to the southwest. Niagara Falls.
That was a much better radio call than what I just gave. So right-hand pattern to 24. So we're going to just overfly the field and enter the right-hand downwind for 24. Am I seeing it up there? Possibly. Nope, not yet. Not yet. It's just shy of the lake. Ontario, we're closing in on here, by the way. But Dane, yes, I got married way too early. There's no doubt about that. I was just a young buck. But it's worked out. Definitely has worked out. All right, that's just looking pretty airport building-y. Nope, 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 nope. Now I'm starting to wonder if I'm on the Queen's Elizabeth Expressway or not. It is north of, it should just be right here, guys. I see this road, this intersection on the chart. It should be right in front of us. Where are you there, St. Catherine's? Come on. I know you're here somewhere. Is that it? I think that's it. All right. St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 816. About 4 miles south of the field. We'll overfly 1,500 and make a right pattern, runway 24, St. Catharines. All right, boys and girls. Let's see if we can get our 500 bits back from JPC. We are not, we're a little low actually here. We should have been at 1,800 to overfly. Oh, somebody's left traffic right now? They're gonna be out here probably then. I'm not seeing you, traffic.
St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 7 Lima X-ray 8 south, 4 landing, runway 24, St. Catharines.
Okay. There we go, right across. There's 24. I'm a little nervous about the guy that's in the left pattern here because I'm not seeing him, and he could potentially ruin our day here. We're not careful. All right, let's cut some speed. And St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 816, right downwind, runway 24, St. Catharines. Start to give some altitude away here. Sorry guys, I see the chat scrolling, but I've got to focus here. There's 500 bits on the line. Probably Jet Pilot Cinnamon trying to distract me. Oh boy, I'm not half bad actually on that. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's going on? What's going on? Nose is wanting to bobble on me a little bit here. St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 816, right base, runway 24, St. Catharines. I love the sounds of this plane. All right, there we go. Toss a notch of flaps in here. Got to get stabilized a bit. St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 816, final runway 24, St. Catharines.
Buffalo traffic, Western Global 4837, final RNAV 23 Buffalo.
That wasn't a terrible pattern. I'm still a bit high. Let's go another notch here. See if we can get our speed under control. Getting blown around a little bit. It is a little bit of a crosswind, I remember, but coming off our left-hand side, it appears. I'm a little fast.
St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 7 Lima X-ray, left downwind, runway 24, St. Catharines.
There's the stall horn. 216. Not bad, though. Not bad. Going to hang a left here. I will take that. I will take that. A little bit of a floater, but other than that, fairly well on the center line. I will take it. Didn't get my bits back, but that's okay. Why am I stuck in the mud or what here? Come on, baby. Wow, what is going on here? My boy, the friction coefficient or something is just all crazy. Can't get going. I got to get clear of this runway. I'm like at 3/4 throttle here just to get rolling. Okay, that was different. That's okay. St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 816 clear, runway 24.
St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 7 Lima X-ray, left base, runway 24, St. Catharines.
It's almost like there wasn't any taxiway texturing there or physics there. Now I'm on taxiway and I'm really rolling. Okay, let's see if we can find a place to park and kind of call it a day. Oh, there's Dane's V-tail. We'll park next to Dane Flats' V-tail here. Is there a spot? Oh yeah, there's a spot. There's a spot. Yeah, kinda. Probably a little closer than either one of these planes would like, but that's all right.
St. Catharines traffic, Skyhawk 7 Lima X-ray, short final, runway 24, St. Catharines.
Pull up right here, and we'll just have one of the ramp workers push us back. Oh, we're in great shape. There's 2 feet between us and that tail. All right. Let's get this bird shut down here. Parking brakes. Thank you. Avionics coming off. All the lights off. Everything that makes electricity coming off. All right, that looks good. Cut the power and turn that off. Off. All right, we're in business now. Let's catch up a little bit on. I broke my gear. Maybe Good Fixins is saying. Let's catch up on the chat here really quickly. Dane Flats is suggesting a riot, and so that's okay. So that's what it was here. Should be left traffic. All right. Well, what am I seeing then? What am I seeing that's wrong? I'm seeing St. Catharines, Niagara, RP. Is that not right pattern? What am I missing there? I guess I do see an L. Help me out there, CFI. What am I missing? Can I open the door? You bet. Liam, 121 ABC for you. Anything, Matt. There we go. And I even think you can hop out and you can like put the chocks and stuff down and pedo covers and all that. I haven't done it, but it is. I am gonna. Oh, so yeah. See, you get these. You're supposed to be able to. You get these little click spots, and you can put your covers and tie downs and stuff. That's all right. We'll worry about that later. Anything need to be fixed here? I am gonna have to change the oil here before too long. It's getting a little bit yellowish, but otherwise that looks good. I think I didn't break anything, thankfully. 200 and something landing wasn't too bad. But all right. So let's see. Everybody that came in, first of all, from JPC's stream and from Sim Caesar's stream, thank you so much. That was awesome to have you along. A great surprise for the end. I'm sorry I couldn't come through for you with a sub 100 landing, but I'll keep trying. I will keep trying. Let's see. Who else was popping in here? New friends. We've got, let's see, Chaston XXVI. Thank you. You just pushed the follow button. Appreciate that. Welcome to Prop Culture. Lou Minotaur 1974. Thank you as well. And then we had Liam 121 ABC, Commando Solo. Thank you guys. It's great to make new friends. And hopefully you'll pop back by later on. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays is kind of when I do my thing. And so if you like GA stuff, if you like watching a guy that's not great at flying GA but learning, then this is a good place to be. Who else has been here pretty much all day? Starflies, thanks for coming in, by the way. Looking forward to seeing your next escapades there. Cargo Fire, Rob Valkyrie, and Don Shop. Thank you so much. We got to get you, Don. We got to get you on BatSim, man. We got to get you involved here. And everybody else. There were a lot of guys early on that came by as well. Just want to say thanks and recognize you guys. Here's what's coming up for me, by the way. We do have a bonus stream next Monday. I know I just said I'm a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday guy, but I have a bonus stream on Monday because the Boston Virtual guys are doing an event, and I always participate if I can with those guys. They've got a BVA Pack the Pattern event going on Tuesday, or excuse me, on Monday. Tuesday is still up in the air. I know right now on my stream schedule it says no stream just yet, but I might be doing something on Tuesday. And then Thursday, I'm thinking about heading back to Papua New Guinea. If you remember last time I was there in the PC6 in the Turbo Porter, I didn't get very far because of the weather. So we're going to try to maybe go back there on Thursday. And then I'm out of town for a couple days, guys. So I'm not actually back until the following Monday, which is VAT Venture. And so that's kind of after this coming week. That'll be the next time I see you. So all right, guys. Well, let's take a peek here. Who can we go bother? Since I have a lot of people here, I think we should go bother. Oh gosh, yeah, we better go. Let's go check out Bill Forley. Speaking of VAT Venture, he's got some scenery that has been released that he's showing on his channel right now. So let's do that. Blue17, thank you for the follow, man, and I hope you have a fantastic night. So stick and stay. Let's go take a look at William and see what he is see what he's got going on. Hopefully we'll see you again, like I say, real soon. Until next time, have an awesome weekend. Take care, guys. God bless.